Hi.
I was gonna just smile and laugh again.
Oh, look, it worked. I got on.
Okay, Kateri. So this is your name, and your
Yep.
surname is Fierce or not?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So okay, we don't know each other personally, and that is exactly why I'm so curious you. And you told me you have been training with Dave for 3 years, so
Yeah.
yeah, so what really changed for you during the process? But I have been following you for 2 months and you are amazing.
Thank you.
And I still cannot figure it out how you do it. And
You
all
you
these
will.
things. And now when I just feel it in my own body, I finally understand how hard is it. But I think I just come to me. You just come across like a really capable and savvy person. Yes, yes, Kateri. And okay, so I was gonna throw maybe 1 million questions, so maybe
Okay.
just a little bit organized. So first of all, maybe you just introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from exactly, whenever you practice yoga or whenever you teach yoga, or this is just your passion. Go on,
Yep.
Kateri.
So So I'm from St. Louis, Missouri,
Mm-hmm.
and I was born here. Well, I was born in Wyoming, but I was adopted and brought over to St. Louis, Missouri. And I've been here. I was a soccer player. I was a gymnast, a self-taught kind of gymnast growing up. I was very shy, so I wouldn't join a team. And so I taught myself back flips, back all that stuff. Um, so I've always been I loved flipping, going upside down, I guess, right? I never could hold a handstand. I could always walk on my hands, but I never could hold a steady handstand when I was younger. And so I started doing yoga probably in 2012 um, because I can't run anymore. I used to like running because of my knee, it won't let me. So I had to venture off into something else. And I actually started with Pilates, and or my Pilates instructor moved back to Romania, and it's hard to. I was lucky because I had a one-on-one with her, and she was that person who just like knew your body, and like she like did an individual everything. So she made like I fell in love with Pilates. Well, then I had to move on to something else. So then I found yoga. My friend that I went to high school with started a yoga practice called Yoga Hour. It's more of a base of just almost, I don't even know how to explain Yoga Hour, but that's what I started with. It was very explanation. It like explained everything when you were in Warrior Two, like what to squeeze, what to do. Um, and then I did that. That was when I started. And I had my first fell in love with my first arm balance when I could take flight. Oh my gosh, just inches off the ground. That was it. I was like, I would come home, be like, look at me, look. I'm flying. So that was it. And then it just went from there. And then that yoga studio closed. And so then I did a vinyasa class, which was more flow. And I liked that. And a handstand was in that one. And I was like, what? And so I wanted to follow. So then I got on Yoga Glow and I started doing yoga in my house with Dice Ida Klein. I think that's how you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all about handstanding. And arm balancing. So I fell in love with that. And I did that on my own, probably from 2017 till I found Day. And then I saw her on Instagram and I said, I've always wanted to do arm balance transitioning to handstand back down. Like that's the flows I want to like be able to do. And so I started working with her And when I started 3 years ago, I thought for sure I was going to be doing the things I still can't do in like 6 months. I was like, oh, wait till you see me in 6 months, Jordan. I'm going to be doing all these things I've always wanted to do. And I'm 3 years in, and I'm just now starting to to do some of the things I never thought I would be able to do at this point. So I don't know. I have to be upside down. It gets me out of my head. It gets me, it pretty
And
much
Kateri,
where I'm
have you
at
ever
now.
tried Ashtanga yoga?
So I popped into an Ashtanga class, and it was all another language. There was no English. And me and my friend, we drove to Kansas City on a whim, and we found the closest yoga studio to the hotel we were just going to stay in just for a weekend. And that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, have you ever done this? And we both said no, but we've done yoga before. And they they probably thought we were nuts. And all those jump throughs and all, like, I'm looking around and I'm trying to follow, and it was counting in another language,
Mm-hmm.
like up to, so that was my first Ashtanga class.
I'm throwing this question because I really love to know your background, but also I saw that you tried TikTok. And the quick question is, are you still doing the backbending or no? No, no, no. So
I stopped.
are you able to extract yourself from the backbending? Because on Instagram I saw you did a lot, and you try the
I
most
used to
difficult. So now you don't do at
until,
all.
no, not until ever since I met Day, and I just
Mm-hmm.
trust her. And so I stopped. I just, that's how I am. I'm like, okay, you make sense. I'm going to listen to you. So,
Okay.
no, I
No,
haven't.
no, no. And have you ever had any injuries? Are you completely pain free? I'm still thinking about, because you look in very great shape. And
Thank you.
during the process, have you had some bad habits, some tendency, and then you needed to figure it out by yourself, or
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
what it was?
So, yes. So when I first started with Day, I was self-taught press. Oh, I pressed handstand from watching Instagram. I did a lot of challenges. That's how I really got into that too. I forgot about that part. I did that a lot when my daughter was young. So that's what I did. And so I thought, I listened to my body a lot. And I was like, oh, if I get forward and get in my fingertips and use the brakes, my hips will get high enough and then I can just push up. So oh gosh, I think that was 5 years in the making until I found Day. So I've been breaking all those habits. Like, that's been the hardest part. So I was always in my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And then last March, I actually sprained my wrist really, really bad falling in the garage. I fell back really hard. I was trying to pull the garage cord and it broke. So I could not even do this. So I was out. I started back in June with Day, and that injury made me really break that habit. As much as I tried, because my traps just take over everything forward. And since I walk on my hands so easily, it's almost like my body naturally wants to move forward, and that's how I'll catch myself. Well, you don't want to do that. And because of the injury, it made me just really clone in, and I couldn't get on my hands. And so it made me just have this huge mindset of, if I can ever, like, the appreciation of being on my hands and how much I need that. And so, and that just says it all with her program. You can go from a sprained wrist, and then I'm stronger than ever, I think, now after that injury. And I used to do her classes. I used to handstand all day long. Anytime I had 5 minutes, I'd flip upside down. But in the beginning, it was almost, my body was tired. My wrist didn't want to even get on the floor.
And
And
it
so I
was
knew,
because of the other sports? because of yoga, because of a gymnastics, or it's just the life?
Yeah, in gymnastics, I was 11 when I actually had to stop because my wrist hurt right in here. So that's why I chose soccer and went that route. But I remember being 11, and so I always didn't. I've never used the right muscle groups until now, and so I want to handstand. That was one of your questions. When I'm 90, when I'm 100, if I make it that old, I never want to stop. I don't think we should if we're doing the right muscles. And I mean, I think it's good if we get old and we lose our balance and we fall. I think I'm gonna be okay because of the strength that Day's program has like created for me, is how I see it. So
So you are actually happy with this kind of training?
I couldn't
Total.
be more happy. I couldn't be more happy. I feel like it's building all the right muscle groups. I'm stronger. I look back at when I thought I was at my strongest, and I mean, my legs will hurt, my butt will hurt, and I'm just doing her stuff. I need to do more. I need to get out and walk. I would like to ride my bike more, but I just don't have time. I have time to do, I put hers in the schedule with my work schedule in my life, and that's really all I have time for. So I would like to cross train, but
And Kateri, do you remember the moment when you just told yourself, "Yes, this is that. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life." So it was at the beginning, or it was also the process.
I think I've always wanted to be upside down the rest of my life, really. And so Day's program made me realize I can. Like I can. I will be able to. It's there's a confidence, there's a humbleness to it. There's just so it's just a full round all around. My lower back, I used to have issues with that. Didn't even know it. Didn't know it was tight. And the one arm pro, oh my gosh. I could the first time I got in that with Day, I like popped out because I was like, oh my God, my lower back. And I was like, oh, that's what just happened. And she's like, well, you're probably just tight. And so that's taking so many because I didn't think I was very APT. I thought I was PPT or neutral. Like I didn't know anything, you know? And now I'm like, oh, and standing all day with what I do hair. So I'll sit and squat when I'm break, instead of a chair. It makes me feel good. I used to put water bottles behind my back in airplanes, thinking that's how I was supposed to sit. Oh yeah, she saved me probably from like really big back issues. And I was doing all those back bends and TikToks and I did. I think I pulled a tiny or tore a tiny quad muscle in my left leg. And at the time, I had a trainer who I did boot camps with. And I did boot camps with her because she worked with people with injuries. And she's all about working out barefoot. And that made sense to me and all of this and that. And so she never wanted me to go overhead with weights. And I learned a lot from her too. So people just come into my life that I just listen to. And that's kind of how I travel, through the life. So. But my quad, she thinks it was because of my forward flexion, pushing a stroller, and then all my back bending. And then I was doing the Peloton, the bike, a lot. And she said I was putting so much and that it just gave. And then I probably met Dave a couple years after that. And now it's all making sense. Like how, but yeah, that took me out for a while. And I think it was the back bending. My quad just split,
Gosh.
the un- the unevenness of our bodies. And all I wanted to do was I would see a video and I'm like, I want to do that, you know.
So, Kateri, what is your approach to training? Do you usually push hard, or do you do like little by little? Because I'm going through some constant evolution.
Yeah.
I think I should sometimes push more, but I'm just maybe impatient person. I just want a result very fast. And I know the idea about slowly learning by experience, but it's like it's very tough to be consistently doing, not randomly. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's like one person gonna say you need to push more, the other just slowly, just step by step. What is your approach?
I think I do have a gift of really listening to my body.
Mm-hmm.
I I do, like, in everything in life. Um, so if I'm tired, I don't like excuses. I just get up, I do it. I might not have as much, like, the burpees might not be as fast. I might not get to 15, I might get to 10. And I'm okay with that because, you know, some days I feel stronger and I'm like, whoa. But the days I'm not, I'm like, oh, I'm just a little tired today. I
Mm-hmm.
just, yeah. And I don't really have expectations anymore. I think that's what's making it more fun. And it's more of like, instead of expectations, I'm having more surprises. And it's like, you know what? I'll visualize something in my head and I go, I'm gonna try that, see where I'm at with that. And it'll show up and I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the journey I'm in right now. And the highs and the lows, life has highs and lows, and I have a lot of lows and I have a lot of highs in life. And so if I can control that, where you have no control over, I feel like it's easier in a workout because you have more control. Like, if I want to put all my energy in something and get it and push through and do it, I will. If I want to, I believe that. Um, but if I don't give that 100% effort, I can't get mad at myself if I didn't do it because you gave this much effort. So there's a balance, I think, in my mind. Um, with I just don't allow myself to get frustrated. I'm like, oh, it's not there yet. Okay,
So
it will be.
you have never ever had any disbelief. So this is like simply become your identity. Let me put in this
Yeah,
way.
kind of.
Yes.
um if I get frustrated, why am I doing it? And I know it's easy to get frustrated. And maybe I was a little in the beginning, but I worked through that. I grew out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say I didn't have those times, but it was almost shaking me into like a new mindset, I guess. And what I how I think now is, you know what? It feels good. I feel strong. My body's able to do these things, so I'm just going to keep going with it. Like, be happy I can do these things. And who knows where it'll go? Who knows where it'll stop? Like, I don't know. And
So
the pauses,
mm-hmm. So if you
hmm
just think in a big perspective, what do you have actually gained through the acquisition of the skills? Because handstand, it's abnormal. It's not a normal thing. So what you really gain from what? Why are you playing with this game?
oh yeah. I think when I go upside down, that's the only thing you can think of. So, like, my worries, I can lose patience really quick. So if I'm just like, but I also can recover really quick. So in life, if I'm just like, I can't handle what's happening, the dog barking, my kid, whatever, I flip upside down and it almost like refreshes me. It's like whoosh wash. It's therapy. It's my therapy. It's my therapy. That's what it is. Yes, it's my therapy. And
Got you.
I'll take breaks on the weekend, and I'll get crabby. I'll get so irritable out of nowhere. It's like, why am I so irritable? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, well, I haven't been upside down today.
Mm-hmm.
It does a balance for me. That's that's the first thing that comes to my mind actually with that. And why am I doing it? I do like to be different. I strive on different. I strive to not follow everyone else. I strive to I like a challenge. I anything tough. I've always liked push-ups. I've always liked pull-ups growing up. I've always anything like that. I'm like, if a boy can do it, I want to be able to do it. So I'm kind of like, like I don't like to lose. Uh very competitive. So, yes. Like, like, yeah. I was the fastest runner and I beat every boy all the way through 8th grade. Like I was just a tomboy and just I don't know.
Uh,
I did push-up contests at bars growing up in my 20s and yeah, just weird stuff.
Kateri, I wanted this conversation because of educational point of view and also to showcase you. But what do you want to add? Maybe some simple message to other people, like, do you want to say something to other practitioners or people who are not engaged in this type of training? I'm not. I'm not thinking about comparing to the other methods like Ashtanga, Vinyasa. You did also hula hoop also, yes.
I love hula hooping. Yes.
You are amazing with that.
Oh yeah, that I got to get those back out. Those make me happy. So hula hooping is if you're in a bad mood, hula hoop. No one's in a bad mood hula hooping. Like I believe that. There's something with circles too.
Yeah.
Something with going in circles and
Yes,
yeah.
so I'm
So
just thinking about your message. Because
mhm.
you teach or you do not teach? No, you do not. Oh my
Mm-mm.
god. This is
No.
something else.
I've never been in teacher training or anything. I just
Never.
no. I am not really good with comprehension and books, and I'm better at watching. I can watch something and understand it. I'm better with people, the right people coming into my life and teaching me things, and it makes sense. And like the body awareness, I have a lot of body awareness. I can look at somebody and like help them with their hip issue. Like, okay, maybe try this, and I don't know. I just have that naturally a little bit, but I think it just comes back to the my own body awareness that I have. The message for people that aren't doing handstands, um, if you want to do a handstand, you can do a handstand. If you think you're not strong enough to do a handstand, I come over. I'll get you there. I don't believe anybody's too weak for a push up. I don't believe anybody's too weak for a pull up. I don't believe anybody's too weak. I'll never be able to do that. I don't believe that. Um, I don't believe you're too old. I believe if your mind says you can do something, you will get there. I truly believe that.
I'm asking you because sometimes when I ask others, it's the way of empowering myself. And I'm
Hmm.
also thinking about that everyone has their own filter through which they just see the world, and I want to
Hmm.
understand you and maybe verify my point of view, my own. So and my
Yeah.
and this is some kind of maybe striving for the truth. What is the truth?
Hmm.
Backbending or handstand?
Yeah.
Vinyasa flow or Ashtanga? What is the best, not even for me, but for people?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
I don't know. I don't. I believe do if you listen to your body and you do what you want to do. That's that's your answer. You got to move. I don't believe in excuses to not exercise. You need to exercise daily. And if that's walking, I'm a high that's a great exercise. It's you have to move your body because our body doesn't need us. It will stop working. And then like I don't think people I look at if I do get older, it's not easy to get up and always work out and to move your body daily. It's not. Um but you don't think about that. You just say you have to. Your body, it doesn't need us. Um, and it's your mind. It's really your mind. You just gotta make a new habit, not
Mm-hmm.
excuses, plan it. Like, oh, I don't have time. Yes, you do. You're just not making the time. Or they'll say, well, once I build this yoga room, I'm going to start doing yoga like you. Or I'm not flexible enough. There's always excuses everywhere. The ones that don't move are the ones that just have excuses for it. And you can't help them. You can't fix them. So the more I move, the more, and that's another reason why I post on Instagram, because there are times that I think, oh, why am I doing this? Because, people think I'm showing off or look at me, look at me. And really, it's the ones that come to me. And that stuff goes in your head, right? And makes you go, it's not, I don't need to do that. But then I have my clients. I see a lot of people and they, all ages. And they're like, you inspire me. And that's when I'm like, okay, that's why I'm doing this. So
Mm-hmm.
I've got more people moving and doing new things that they didn't think they could ever do because of them knowing me and then following me and reaching out to me. And that's why I do the Instagram.
You shouldn't excuse. Thank you for doing this. Karen, you're amazing. You're fabulous. It's like,
No.
this is my goal. You are just, yeah, you're just great because you contribute knowledge among all these people. So, thank you. Catherine,
That's why
thank you
I'm
for your
doing it.
presence. You just keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Catherine, do you want to add something more? Or it's just, do you have any special thoughts in
Well,
your
what do
mind?
you think? What do you think about the program since you've been in it? How many
I,
months now?
I think I'm too lazy.
No.
I am.
No.
This is the toughest thing I have ever had in my life. I prefer
Hmm.
go to run, go to
Hmm.
gym, even do ashtanga, but not this hell.
It's okay, hang in there. Seriously, it is the hardest thing. That's another reason why I think I stay in because it is the hardest thing I've done as well. And it sounds so simple. And you say that in your videos, and I'm like, yes, it sounds so simple. And then they're like, oh, this you'll hear her little program like before we start. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a light one. It's never it's like, oh. So I think that's another reason why I stay in it because of the
Mhm.
challenge. And it's only 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes. Like it's like, all right, Katir, you can do it. What else are you gonna do? You know?
I don't know. I have no idea, but oh my god, before the class and the first maybe 1 or 3 minutes, I'm just, no way.
Hmm.
No way.
Hmm.
It's
I've
gonna go
definitely
on after maybe 15 minutes, but the first 1 or 2 minutes, no, I'm just like, I am, oh.
there, there's been times where Wednesday comes. I got scared of Wednesdays for a minute. I'm like, don't be scared. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it done. You can do it. My body, the the whole body like just goes numb and shakes. And it's like, whoa, I'm like on another planet. How did I get there? It's because that push, those hit workouts, man, those whew,
I have
killer.
never seen that you are tired during the
Oh,
training. You are
oh, dead.
sweat, but maybe not tired.
I, so it's interesting because I do think like the consistency in things you do. Oh, I'm struggling. I am like struggling, but I'm also at the end going, wow, that was great, So
You are great,
that's,
Catherine. And 3 years, in some sense, is nothing. 3 years, it's nothing. But in another way, on the other hand, this is a huge journey. Can you believe that
Mhm.
we are there almost every day from Monday to Friday?
Mhm.
And you are on both, yes, foundations strung together and then the skills. Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
it is. Now, when I first started, I was not that consistent.
Ah, okay.
I was not that consistent. I remember like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep. I had those days. I'm sleeping today. I'm not, and I'll get the video. And then she did, and that was probably the first 2 years. I was not that consistent. I didn't work my schedule around it. I was like, no, I got to get my client in at this time. I can't make that. And then after about 2 years, she did. I was like, why am I booking? I need to book my clients around her schedule because I found I wasn't doing the recordings like I thought I was going to do the recordings. I never found the time again or my day, whatever happened in my day. And so I was like, okay, this ain't working. I'm paying a lot of money to also get the best out of this. This isn't fair to my family that I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do it when I feel like it. So I changed my schedule. And at the same time, this last January, she did a challenge of whoever does the most classes live wins a free membership. And I did 88 classes. I did two, both. Well, because I can, because I live in the United States, it wasn't midnight for me or 2 in the morning. And, like some of the people that were doing the challenge as well. So I was lucky. I made it work in my schedule. I moved everything around. And so, can you believe that I did Stronger Together Wednesday morning and knowing I'm going to have to do that same class again that evening? I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do this one again. And I did the whole one, the whole one. The
My
only
goodness, your
challenge,
passion is like they needs to give you the medal or some, some order.
crazy metal. And so, yeah. And that, again, that shows it was a challenge. So I was like, accepted, let's go. And Isak was right behind me and Hannah. There was a lot of us that's how I got to know a lot of people who aren't on our morning Zooms. And because I mean, over in those other countries, their time is so different. So they were in the evenings and it was like the next day and the mornings for them. And it was fun. It's just fun to get to know everyone. So
Kateri, thank you for today. You're amazing, and you have this willing.
So I do have a lot of willpower and motivation, and yeah, I was given that. I think I was born with that. Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So
Kateri,
that
thank you
helps.
for today. We can continue it if you wish to. I will find another topic, no worries.
When you said you want to talk, I go, "Are you sure about this?"
No, you're amazing. You're amazing. Very positive. And this is a good lesson for me because I'm quite lazy, I'm not this person.
You do not look lazy. You look strong. Like you look great out there. Like, cause I'll rewatch the videos, and you're looking good. Stay with it. Seriously.
Thank you,
I don't
Kateri.
think you're lazy. No one is.
They
No one
always
is doing
She was
days.
always laughing at me because I was suffering during our first session, like because I before I did the 12 weeks of handstand, and I
Uh
was
huh.
I was almost crying. Kateri, let's talk once again. Thank you for
Okay.
today. Have a nice
Nice to
evening.
talk to you. All
Yes,
right. You
bye.
too. All right. Bye.